And I was caught up in a vision. And in this vision, I saw a tall skyscraper. Levrezises. And as I saw this tall skyscraper, I heard the angel of the Lord appear to me. And I saw that 2026 in the nations of the world would be a year of tall buildings falling. That's the first thing I heard. A year of tall buildings falling. So I was wondering, what exactly does that mean? Are skyscrapers going to fall? A year of tall buildings falling. Then, as I stayed in it, then it changed to the second word. It says 2026, the year of skyscraper men toppling down. Jesus. Whew. Whew. See, it's a year when big men will fall. Because there is a shaking. And this shaking is coming from heaven. He said, I will shake all things. I will shake all things. So I'm here to announce as a prophet that shaking has begun in the nations of the world, and we shall see in 2026 in the nations unprecedented shaking. Now you must understand that the Bible divides three categories of people on the earth: the nations, the church, and Israel. So the word that I'm giving right now is for the nations. Then I'll give a word for the church. Then I'll give a word for formation. Levrahisa. So for the nations of the world, it shall be a year of skyscraper men toppling down. Chevreis. He said, it is a year when big men are toppling down. And if big men topple down, small men will topple too. God does this. So there'll be a toppling. And we shall see it in the news. He said, it says 2026 is a year of toppling from teacups to skyscrapers. It says it's the year of toppling. That's what I saw. From teacups to skyscrapers. So it's talking about teacup, small people, to big people. It shall be a toppling. And the toppling shall come from the Lord, because he's shaking that which is not of him, so that the last move of God will not be stopped by evil agendas. So there's a toppling. There's a toppling. Istahai. Akolobo sheshesh. And I can tell you this by the Spirit. The Prime Minister of the UK, he's going to have a big wobble. Istahai abai. Lestahai. I said he's going to have a huge wobble. Ekahadizis. Lahadus. So there shall be a toppling. Now, and the Lord said, I will do the toppling myself. I will say, this day, your soul is required of me. He said the scripture in which Jesus spoke, when I said to a man, everything was going good, he did not have nothing wrong was in his business. Nothing wrong was in the house. I am the one that said, I'm going to topple you. And the Lord spoke to me and said, topplings coming from me shall begin in 2026 in the nations of the earth. And I'm toppling so that way will be made clear for my agenda. I had to topple Pharaoh for Israel to go free. I had to topple Shion for Israel to go free. I had to topple the king of Moab for Israel to go free. I had to topple the Hittites. I had to topple the Canaanites. I had to topple Jericho for Israel to possess the land. And in this last move of God, before the return of Jesus, there shall be a mass toppling. So when you see in the news, this one is resigning, this one is toppling, this business is this thing, don't panic. It is of the Lord. Now you don't know their secret agendas, that the Lord has said, this day your company is required of me. This day, even though your stock is up, I will bring you down. Was not Nebuchadnezzar in his prime when the Lord said, I will cut you down? Who toppled Nebuchadnezzar? It was God himself. I've come to announce to you that in 2026, business Nebuchadnezzars, political Nebuchadnezzars, ministry Nebuchadnezzars shall come toppling down of the Lord. Kiss the Hadabus. And then the Spirit of God spoke to me and said, I said, Lord, I did not know it will affect the church. He said, there are Nebuchadnezzars everywhere. He said, I will topple as long as you are Nebuchadnezzar. 2026, you're not safe. As long as you are a Nebuchadnezzar, whether you are Nebuchadnezzar to your wife, Nebuchadnezzar to your children, Nebuchadnezzar to your company, Nebuchadnezzar in the church, as long as you're Nebuchadnezzar, 2026 is not a safe year for you. I'm telling you this by the Spirit. You shall hear Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall, and Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, and they could not put Humpty Dumpty together again. It's the year when Humpty Dumpty is going to fall off the wall. Kataboses. So if you're in the political space, ministry space, business space, walk humbly. Because when God decides to bring you down, nobody can pick you up. It was God who decided to bring Nebuchadnezzar down. It was God who said to the businessman, today I require your soul. When business was booming. So it shall be unexplainable. But it's because it's of the Lord.